Well, 6 years ago, Petra Kvitova lost just 3 games in the Wimbledon final, taking out Jeannie Bouchard in 55 minutes for her second title at the All England Club. It was the 5th shortest women's singles final in Wimbledon history. And we are so happy to have Petra Kvitova joining us now on Tennis Channel Live. Petra, unfortunately, you will not be able to win your 3rd Wimbledon title this year. That event has been canceled. No tennis for 3 months now. How have you been? What have you been up to?
Well, yeah, it's been crazy time so far, staying at home in Czech Republic and doing such a different stuff that we are normally doing. So, yeah, no traveling, no packing, and missing tennis, of course, and missing Wimbledon especially. It's pretty close to my heart. So it's been really tough to hear bad news, but I know that the world is, dealing with something more important than just the sport. So I hope that one day everything will be back in normal.
Well, we've been talking to all the players about what they have been doing during this pandemic and if they were practicing at all. Were you practicing in the beginning? Were you able to take some time off? And how hard has it been to motivate to practice with no return date yet set?
Well, when I came from Indian Wells, I took some days off. I've been still doing something in my apartment, some, fitness or whatever I could do, but I didn't play tennis. Everything was closed, and we couldn't play tennis outside and even indoor. So that's how I spend my time. Just in my apartment, I just ate, exercised, and slept.
But we did see you out on the court just a couple of weeks ago playing an event in your home country. What was that experience like? It seemed like the new social distancing rules were in effect. There weren't tons of people around. What was the atmosphere like?
Yeah, it was such a different. I mean, I was pretty scared before the tournament, how everything will go. I didn't even practice that much before, so I played like twice, 3 times per week, and playing matches is just totally different. And playing without the fans, it's been weird experience. But like overall, the tournament was brilliant. All the players been almost there and played on such a high level. So it's been really nice, to see all the faces again and kind of be a little bit normal.
So we've talked about the U.S. Open potentially starting and going ahead with no fans, with all these rules in effect. How do you feel like it would be to play a Grand Slam under some of those conditions, and would you be open to it?
It's a very tough decision to make, for sure. I know they want to hold it, really. It would be very tough for me playing Grand Slam without the fans. I just do have experience from the tournament we just had here in Czech Republic, and it's very sad. And I'm not really sure how it would be if we are playing Grand Slam without the fans, how we gonna handle it, how we gonna fight, how the emotions will be there. And that's really one thing which I gonna miss so much on the emotionally to play tennis. We are playing for the fans, and the fans are there for us, and that's a really big connection. So I'm not really sure how we can handle it to play without the fans. So it would be very difficult to say yes or no, for sure. I know it's many reasons to play, many reasons not to play, but it's big extreme right now. So it will be a very tough decision.
Tough decision indeed. And whether they are in the stands or not, you have so many fans, Petra. I mean, your fight, your spirit, and the way you have been able to come back and be a champion when tennis was almost taken away from you. I read that you got a chance to speak with Monica Seles, who went through a similar situation. What did she say to you, and how did that help you?
It's been a great experience. Monica came to me and wanted to introduce herself to me, which should be opposite side. So it was very big surprise for me. And she's such a nice girl. And it's been great to talk with her about, a little bit different things, which probably only us two could understand what we've been through. I would say Monica had a little bit different story happening on the court. That was the place that happened to her. So I would say that for her it was much tougher to come back to the court. For me, it was tougher to be at home in the apartment, and tennis court for me was the motivation to come back, and that was my safe place. So it's been great to talk with her. Definitely, it's nice to see someone who been through in a similar situation, came back such a strong, and won it a lot after the accident. So she is really a great idol.
We've had so many incredible storylines the last few years in women's tennis. One of my favorites was your run to the Australian Open final last year. How emotional and how amazing was that run to get back to a Grand Slam final for you?
It's been incredible. I couldn't really imagine me being in the final again. Of course, it was my motivation to be there, but the dream or the motivation is totally different compared to what's really happening. And for me, there was such an amazing time, playing for 2 weeks, incredible well. I know I didn't win the final. It's been painful like hell, but still being in the final was great. And I'm very happy for it. I would say that maybe it's a much stronger win than maybe winning the Grand Slam, just to be back on the court after everything which I've been through, playing the final of the Grand Slam in Melbourne, which I always love to play. And it's been really great and very emotional.
Now, looking ahead, do you have any more events that you're scheduled to play in the coming weeks or the coming months? Will we see you back on the court anytime soon?
Yes, you will. We're gonna play some events in Czech Republic. We do have a club matches as well, but mostly we're going to play some exhibition matches. Something like events like we are playing two teams against each other. It's my team against team of Karolina Pliskova, and in each team we do have like a 5-6 players playing to each other. And we will see. Hopefully it will be funny. It's not really many fans still there, but hopefully the fans in the TV can enjoy it.
We'll be watching, Petra. Truly one of the most incredible, inspiring stories in sports history, I would say. Stay healthy, stay safe. Look to see you back on the court soon. Eat, exercise, and sleep. It's the best we can do right now. Thanks for taking some time with us.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Petra.